My name's Ken Helms, and I work for Wigan Properties. I have been here for about 6 years. I actually got here as the building was being remodeled from the state of where it was when the Wigan Properties took over the building. So I had a lot of insight to the building from that point of view. I also saw an opportunity to come on as an engineer here and take care of the building as its future was going to be. We had a fire in this unit, I believe, that has already been stated, and the flooding was really probably more than the actual fire itself as far as damage because of the safety features that are in this building. And we had a large scale, about 6-7 floors worth of drying out and trying to remediate all the water that had gotten in the building and locate and begin a process of reconstruction back to the point that we had it. There was lots of details that were in the construction from the beginning when they did the remodel, and brought back a lot of features that the building had from its original state, being historic features. It was a large project. It was on top of the other issues that the building had at that time, being air conditioning, light bulbs, and the other tenants that were in the building, trying to relocate people in the building and take care of the tenants that were here. It was a challenge for every one of us here, but I believe that 24/7 did an outstanding job working with Charlie, their superintendent on the job, and also the contractors, and even some of the employees that were with 24/7 were very, I would say, probably open with what they were finding and very consistent with letting us know if there's an issue that they need taken care of before we got to it. That was very helpful, so planning was able to move forward. Any reconstruction process like this takes a lot of time, but the timing seemed to work out well. When the building was constructed back in, I believe the first stage was 1910, the wood flooring was a big part of their construction process in high-rises. That I'm sure came from the Northeast, where they already had a lot of buildings before 1900, and so in 1910, the first part of this building was, it had wood flooring on it. They still had concrete underneath it, but on top of it they had a base that was wood flooring, and at that time I believe they even probably finished a lot of those floors out as wood flooring. You would see things like terrazzo in your main hall areas and places like that where the traffic was real high, but in the offices and things like that, they made it wood flooring, and then over time it got covered up with different things. Whenever the water went down through, it seeks its own path, and it managed to get the first 5 floors on this side of the building. Somehow it skipped a floor, I believe, which is the phenomenon of old construction, and we left it there and just kept chasing out what we needed to find. The construction that we found underneath everything was to a point that it had to be ripped out. It had to be completely remodeled because of, or completely demoed out and gone back with a structure that would support the new tile carpets and the new laminate floorings and things like that. So a sub base was needed to be put down, and a good job was done so that tripping hazards and things like that wouldn't take place, since we had to go from the terrazzos that were at original height, and now we've built up a little bit in order to accommodate new wood flooring. It took an effort because some apartments were handicapped apartments, say, and we had to meet certain requirements there for entrance to the apartments. So there's lots of negotiation that takes place, that homeowners, people that don't normally are involved with those type of legalities, they have to have somebody that's available that does know the ins and outs and is able to point you in the right direction, and also to battle for you if it's necessary. And 24/7 has showed that ability, and has closed accounts with good standing of the people, and their reputation is solid, and I have no problem giving their names out. They actually became more like a friend, and than a contractor. And